What's up, guys? This is Damien with Hosh Online, and today we're going to be taking a look at one of the most anticipated games for Android in a long time, maybe forever. It's Horn for Android, and this came out for, if you can remember, when they unveiled the Nexus 7 during Google I/O. This was one of the demo games that a lot of people took interest because of the console-like graphics and the great gameplay. So it's been recently released. It's been available for a few weeks now, and it's a really great game, guys. It's probably the best game I've ever played on mobile. Now that comes with a few caveats because it definitely has some bugs that need to be worked out. And I'll just get to that first. There's a few times where the sound will just completely go out. The game does crash on occasion, and that's unfortunate because the Nexus 7 has plenty of power in order to be able to power a game like this. The GPU in the Nexus 7 is a beast, and you would think that it would be able to power pretty much any type of mobile game that's available nowadays. But with that said, it's still a rather enjoyable experience, a very enjoyable experience actually. And I would say that this definitely lives up to what we were expecting. So this game is brought to you by Zynga, and it's $6.99 on the Play Store, which is, you know, the typical cost for a game of this type of quality on mobile. The game features a gesture-based control, and when you look at the game on some of the demos and things, you know, one of the biggest things with mobile games is the control, because that can make or break a mobile game. A lot of times, you know, people will say, oh, it's console quality, but it's kind of hard to be console quality without the use of a controller. And as funky as some of the controls can be for some of these mobile games, you know, it can look great, it can look wonderful, it can look like the best game you've ever seen, but if it doesn't have good controls, then it's pretty much ruined. And Horn doesn't have this problem. It's definitely intuitive, even though it's only touch based. If you see it, you would think that, okay, well, I'm controlling him and making him run from place to place, but everything is based on taps and slashes and finger movements. Another big plus for this game is the story. They definitely engage you into the story, and you take interest in the characters, and it just makes all the way around the gameplay a lot better. A lot of times with mobile games, it's like the B movie of console games. You'll have a great looking game or even a great controlling game, but the storyline is just ridiculous. The voiceovers, I'm sure you guys know exactly what I'm talking about if you're big into mobile gaming. But Horn doesn't face those same problems. It definitely has a storyline that keeps you engaged, that keeps you interested, and you really take an emotional connection with with the character, the main character Horn. And you know, that's a big plus for this game, because with a game like this, which is kind of like a slash between Fable and Shadow of the Colossus, it's all about the story. I mean, the graphics are a big part also, and the controls, but the main biggest thing for a game like this would be the story, and Zynga definitely came through with the storyline for this game. It's almost like reading a good fantasy novel. Now, as far as visuals are concerned, this game is beautiful. It's the best looking game on mobile, definitely for Android, that I have ever seen. The animations are wonderful. The artwork, just the creative direction that they went with this game is amazing. I mean, even just looking at it from the video without even playing it, you can get a sense of how well put together this game is, and it really does do a very good job at showing how greater graphics are capable with the NVIDIA Tegra 3 processor, and that monster GPU that's in it. It's definitely, I wouldn't say pushing it to its limit, but I would be very interested to see how much more they can squeeze out of this Tegra 3 processor and the GPU that are in the Nexus 7. Now, another thing that I dislike about Horn though would be the fact that, you know, with a lot of developers coming out with these console quality games, and I don't really like to throw that word out there because, you know, it's very, like I said before, it's very hard to come with a console quality game on mobile. But you know, these games are very large in file size. I only have the 8 gig Nexus 7, and this game is 1.8 gigs by itself, and that fills up pretty much majority of the space that's available to use on the Nexus 7. So you might want to keep that in mind if you plan on purchasing the Nexus 7 and you want to get games like these. You definitely, I would advise you to pick up the 16 gig. Now if you're rocking one of the other Tegra 3 tablets or phones that have expandable memory, you won't have a problem. Just load it onto your SD card and, you know, you're good to go. But on the 8 gig Nexus 7, that's something to definitely keep in mind. Now, I was speaking about the Tegra 3. This is a Tegra 3 exclusive, at least for now. They have a tendency to make games exclusive to the Tegra 3 processor first and then kind of port them to other processors later on. I think this would probably be a good enough you know, the Snapdragon S4 or the Samsung Exynos processor. I think that they could probably power this game. So I wouldn't, you know, I would expect that at least later on down. I don't know when, but you can expect this game for other platforms. There's always the option of using Chainfire and then, you know, just hacking this onto your device. But you know, you can probably expect an official version. I wouldn't think too far down the line. Now, another problem that I have with some of these games, I had the same problem with Dead Trigger until they rectified it. But with games like this and having them on mobile, especially, you know, things happen. Your device you may drop a device, you may have a problem or a quality problem with it, and you have to take it back or whatever. They need to have online backups for save games, because I haven't beat this game yet, and I've gotten pretty much halfway through the game, but I can already anticipate that if something happened, my game download would be lost. So now, you know, there's ways around that, you know, especially if you have root, there's ways around that. But for the average gamer, the average owner, they might not know these ways already, and a good way to not have to deal with any of that stuff is just to straight out of the gate have online backups for saves. Even if you can do some kind of way where you could just back it up to Dropbox or Box or, you know, Google Drive, whatever, but they at least need to offer that option. Now, as you can see, starting pretty much from the beginning of the game, I didn't want to give a lot of the story away because it's really nice, and, you know, I don't want to spoil it for you guys if you plan on purchasing the game, or, you know, if you're just starting the game and, you know, further down the line. Like I said, the story is really good, and I didn't want to, you know, spoil it for you guys and have you mad at me and take it out on that dislike button or in the comments. So I have been playing it for a while. It's not like I just got the game today and then I started playing it and tried to do a video on it. So, you know, keep that in mind. But, you know, this pretty much wraps up the overview of Horn. It's a really good game. Definitely, if you're into mobile gaming, if you're in a gaming period, and you have a device that's capable of running this game, it's a no-brainer. You have to get this game. If there's one game that you're going to purchase, get this game. And speaking of Google Play purchases, if you want to get this game, and I know times are tough and you don't have the $7 to dedicate to buying a game, I'm going to be giving away a $25 Google Play gift card today. Later on today, the video should be up before the end of the day, giving you the instructions of what you need to do in order to be able to win that $25 gift certificate. And you can purchase games like this, lots of games like this actually. Maybe get you a book, a couple of magazines, subscriptions, some music, whatever you want to do, you can be able to take care of that, and it won't come out of your pockets. So look for that video later on today, guys, sometime before the end of the day. So guys, do me a big favor, if you enjoyed this video or enjoy any of the videos that you see on the website, on the YouTube page, I'm sorry, go ahead and click the like button if you feel like it will help someone out, or it may be relevant to one of your friends. Go ahead and share this video at the share link. And you guys can follow me on Twitter, two Twitters actually. The first one is dHoshman and the second one is @HoshOnline. Either one of them, I kind of post some of the same things. On occasion I might post something that's not Android or technology related on the dHoshman, but if you want strictly technology news, follow the Hosh Online. And if you want a little bit of both, then go ahead and subscribe to @dHoshman, or better yet, just subscribe to both of them. So once again, guys, this has been Damien with Hosh Online. I will see you guys very soon. Look for that Google Play $25 gift certificate video later on today, and I will see you guys next video. Peace.